Very interesting stuff going on inside of the Apex Legends esports scene. The last 24 hours have honestly been pretty crazy, and I thought that it would really have slowed down after we saw the BLGS finals, but no, things have picked up, and we've got a good bit to dive into and discuss. Firstly, if you haven't seen it already, from roster updates, roster moves, drama going on in the scene, and then also some discussions about performances as well. NAVI basically came out from the EMEA scene. We're temporarily suspending our Apex Legends roster. What the freak does that even mean, right? Because that just sounds like they're benched for a week and they'll be back. But that doesn't really seem like that's the case. It's more so of like an actual dropping. It sounds like it's worded like they're in trouble or that they're grounded, but it's not the case. It just seems more like they're done away with. It's over. They came out to say, their official statement, NAVI Esports Club has decided to suspend temporarily the Apex roster. With that, we continue to monitor our professional scene and still may return to the discipline in the future. I don't know who's writing this. It sounds like ChatGPT or something at this point. We thank them for over the 6 months of performing under the Born to Win tag. During this time, the team won silver at ALGS 2024 Split 1 Pro League, finished fourth at Split 2 Pro League, and performed at all LAN tournaments in the discipline. What the freak does that even mean? In the discipline? Am I reading that wrong? Am I just stupid? It is 2 o'clock in the morning. Maybe so. And earned a slot at the upcoming World Championship. Bye-bye to the roster. Now, many people started to call them out because the context behind this about what was actually going on was rather concerning. So it sounds like the real reason behind all of this was that they asked for a coach. NAVI said no, and then apparently dropped them for asking again. And so that's where a lot of the people had posted this, and this conversation got out more and more, saying from what Matafi had said on stream, they weren't dropped due to performance. Apparently after Germany, NAVI were impressed with what the team had did during groups and wanted to help them replicate it for the bracket / finals. It was only after they wanted to get a coach that NAVI decided to drop them. So question was, the players wanted a coach, NAVI didn't want to spend all that money on, and the relationship basically soured, all because NAVI didn't want to buy them a coach. They didn't want to spend money on them for a coach. So weird dynamic. And on top of that, you have also people kind of concerned that you have these big organizations, right, that came in right when the World Cup happened, and then they're gone right after the World Cup's over, or at least shortly after World Cup is over. KCP was the exact same way, right? KCP came back for a short time. We thought, oh my gosh, look at these organizations, they're getting back in the game. Maybe the game will be saved again. No, not the case whatsoever. These guys left shortly after. So it's unfortunate that that is the case, but crazy and weird stuff going on with NAVI. I hate that happened, and definitely if the whole rumors about the coach staying are true, because if it's coming straight from one of the players, I would imagine that it's not a lie. And that's definitely some problematic issues to address. Now, speaking of KCP, we've also got to make mention one of KCP's greatest players ever. That is Mr. Gent. And this has been agreed upon by many. Nice week even in the scene, making a huge statement on Gent and the controlled players in North America. You guys have heard me specifically here on the videos talk about how tripods have definitely improved, right? We've been seeing them as a team that they've struggled in the past month or so. They're not looking like the typical tripods. What happened? We thought maybe even a roster change could possibly be in the works. But ever since the last couple of weeks, and really BLGS, they've stepped it up to a new level, especially this week. They've looked good. They've won some groups. They've gone into the next round consistently. They go into the finals, and they didn't look horrible in the finals. And you saw how close the finals were. It was literally anybody could have won that last game and nearly won the entire thing. So tripods has really been put on a show, but specifically Gent's been getting a lot of praise. Here's what Nightswood got to say about the tripod star. Roll the clip.
Gent, I think, okay, so some of y'all might not agree with this, but I think right now, last week, finals, Gent had the most damage in BLGS. I'm not saying he's the best of all time or saying he's the best, player in these lobbies. I'm just saying I think Gent might be playing potentially the best out of all control players alongside Big E. That's all I'm saying. He's been really, really good in the last 3 to 4 weeks in scrims and everything. He's been fucking killing it. Consistent grenades, great job off spawn, carrying the damage in endgame fights. Became a really good Pathfinder out of nowhere. Right now, I would probably choose Gent to be on my fucking squad.
Now, speaking of rosters, not the only roster update to happen. This one's a good one, especially if you're a CCE old fan, especially when they were running the whole Rampart meta. But Cap is returning to the Thug. It's all is well in the world. This was obviously very good news for those of you that are very attached to the comp scene. You are very much so in favor of this roster getting back together and rooting for them while they were CCE. But now, obviously, Thuggets, Trev Stacks was basically, you know, they were Trev Stacks, Cobra, and also Cap, and they were playing at one point. Things got, you know, separated. Things weren't necessarily too good anymore. But Trev comes out to say he was looking for a team and looking for one with Dan Manic for BLGS. DMs were open and saying, just wanted to say thank you to everyone who reached out. And as of now, we have resolved the situation. So we will continue to play with Cap and are no longer looking for 1/LFT. We want these boys to stay together. They've got so much history with one another. And honestly, it's good. I'm all about teams sticking together. You guys know I have a big issue already inside of Apex with these rosters splitting up after one bad performance. One LAN doesn't go their way and they're busting up the whole roster. Everybody's making roster mania. Can we get some teammates that are going to stick it out together and try to actually improve together as a team? But I also understand people got to make money. If they get an opportunity, they're going to go somewhere. Unfortunately, though, it's just that esports is becoming harder to follow when you've got these roster changing so much. Also wanted to make mention, you've got Dojo. They're another roster that we've been following. Yesterday obviously wasn't the greatest of days here for the Dojo finals, but while that's happening, you got to make mention they are with a substitute. Jin Burton's not been able to play. Rambo's been playing. They didn't do bad the first week. They've had some good scrim results in the meantime. However, Timmy basically goes on to speak about the Dojo placing 19th in the BLGS finals, and here's what he had to say. Roll the clip.
That was it for today's stream. That tournament, we obviously didn't play that well. A lot of unfortunate games. We just got, you know, honestly a little bit of like bad rotations. We got caught up in some of our games and just got sandwiched, and yeah, just got picked a couple of times. So it was an unfortunate day. I know obviously this isn't the greatest performance by us, but you know, it's always just a learning experience. We got 19th, and yeah, we'll continue to get better, look back, VOD review our games. I mean, there's not much actually. These type of days are actually like harder to get a lot of like VOD review from. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, yeah, like getting like this type of placement is actually like, you can always VOD review it, but I think like a day like Sunday where we kind of like played we played good. We got 8th and a 3rd, and we got a lot of kills and placements. Like, we usually made a lot of mistakes that day, but they were like different type of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think overall, yeah, we'll definitely talk about it and stuff like that.
Now, also wanted to give you guys some of this news. This tweet is now deleted, but Easy Flash did make a post that he was LFT. Obviously, this is you know, former Strafing Flames teammate and player K. I still don't know why that roster also split. I knew that there was problems with Legends Gaming and all of that stuff, but unfortunate that it happened because I really like that roster sticking together as well. On top of that, Minus Tempo also announcing something interesting. You guys know that we have been talking about this private league that they've been working on. Minus Tempo now opening up signups here if you're a player in North America, currently ranked Pred or Split 1 Pred, and would like to play in this private league and complete this form. And he explained it weeks ago. It basically sounds like what we want ranked of Apex to actually be. And at this point, you kind of wonder, like, you know, with ranked having, or you know, Apex having all the issues. If you didn't see in my main channel video, of course, link is down below if you guys want to watch my main generic Apex news channel. But we talked about these big issues, EA admitting that Apex has underperformed and they're going to go under large systematic changes. People were all coming out saying, well, here's the problem with Apex, right? Here's what you should be doing. Tifa also basically saying we need ranked leaderboards, we need two-factor authentication for ranked as well. We need all this stuff for ranked rewards once again. And of course, we all know cheaters need to be dealt with, but a lot of this was ranked. We need better rank this, rank that. And you also kind of like, you know, these pro players, right? I feel like they need to go back into maybe designing some of these ranked things and the devs getting the pro players' opinions or help on this, because you went back to season 13 and that was arguably the most fan favorited, no, I should say content creator favorited, you know, ranked scenario, ranked scene that we had. A lot of the fans though did not like it. But at this point, you're not really in you know, jeopardy of losing a lot of player base So try it again, because you're already at rock bottom under 100,000 average players. You might as well try to do something that appeases the content creators, that at least gets them to promote the game again, because right now things obviously are not good. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all things out of the world of Apex Legends esports news, and make sure to check out our main channel as well for all things Apex Legends news. And until the next time, we'll see you later, Gators.